Hey everyone, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on the Zoom Room controller. So just a run through from the beginning. If we want to start the meeting, we just press start. This is our recurring meeting for the Alano Club. Get popped up there. I'm just going to show real quick if someone joins in how that shows up on the screen. So what I have is that we are already set up for multi-speaker, and I think that gives us the best experience. But you could go in here and change that in the view. The host tools, this gives us all these extra events. We could lock the meeting down. We can allow or not allow people to share screen or who they chat with, if they can rename themselves, if they can even start videos. We can remove, we can even suspend participant activities. Camera controls, it's already set by default for speaker focus. I think that's what we normally like, though you could change it to auto framing for groups, multi-focus if it was a very small group, or manual gives us 3 presets. And so the first one is the whole room, the second one is for our speaker, and the third one, since we needed to had a third one, I just did the table, not the side chairs. A lot of meetings are like that too. We'll go back to speaker focus. So that was camera controls. Of course, mute and turning off video. The share screen, you can't actually share anything from the Zoom Room controller, but it pops up there on the screen in case anybody else wants to share the screen. Anybody that was in here on a laptop or a phone, they type in that sharing key and the passcode, and then they could share even from their mobile device. Participants, we can mute, we can tell them to stop their turn my audio back on. So if they had their audio on, we could tell them to see I'm getting an echo. Let's get a mute them. Invite, we could actually type in an email and invite if you knew their email. That's kind of cool. The more we have, that's where the chat is hidden. Looks like we have recording automatically disabled, so it's not even an option. Then you got to click view and respond to chat messages. And now we pull up the chat and we can say hey. And notice there's just a little push notification down at the bottom. So when as people chat, that's what we see on the TV there. If you're confused on the keyboard, you can always lower it with this button. Then the keyboard disappears. Polls and quizzes, something that we don't normally use. I'm the only one I think that's ever used it, just so that I don't have to type in the same email me for verification sentence. So if you launch a poll, the people in the meeting will see the poll. They can respond, submit, and then we get our results. Captions are kind of cool. Let's click it on to show captions. If we couldn't hear what the people were saying, we can automatically generate captions so we could at least read along to get a better understanding of what that person was saying. I know that happens a lot. Turn that off. And breakout rooms normally don't use React. Sometimes we see little emojis up there. And that is about it. little volume bar in case we can't hear them or they're too loud. End the meeting. Let's do it for all. And we are back out of the meeting. So that's the in-depth run through of the Zoom Room controller and all the little buttons. There are, I can't get rid of these settings or these buttons. So just try to remember that it's the start button over here, not starting a new meeting. Hopefully we don't have that problem again in the future. And I may see if I can disable the settings altogether so people aren't changing them when it's not needed to be. That's it, man.